Hey there traders, hope you guys are doing very well. I'm very well myself. So I just want to take you through another EA that I've been testing and that I actually put live into the markets this week. And it's a common retail trading strategy, but I use it a bit differently compared to how retail traders use it. And it's called the parabolic SARS. You can see it's an EA here that I've mentioned that you guys can get from that free website. I'll bring it up now. So this website here, I've shown it to you guys a few videos back where you can get all these free EAs, which are typically retail trading strategies. As you can see here, moving average crossover, parabolic SAR, daily breakouts, Bollinger Bands, stochastic RSI, all these retail trading strategies. They do have advanced ones here, but I'm going to show you how you can actually use these typical retail trading EAs to actually make a profit. I'm going to show you how to set them up and optimize them so they actually become very profitable. Okay, so the normal way that a retail trader would use the parabolic SAR would be basically when a dot appears below the price and you get a close of a candle like this. The first dot appears, typically you would go long, and to go short you get a dot at the top, you get a close of a candle, which would have been probably this one here, lines up with the dots, and then you'd go short. Alright, so a typical retail trader would use it like this, and would probably also use the EA like this. Okay, and I know that I once used this strategy myself. I've used the MA crossover, I've used RSI, I've used stochastic, I've used all the typical retail trading indicators and strategies that most of you guys are probably using or have used in the past. I've evolved my manual trading more now to not smart money but more market structure and higher time frame sort of trading. But I just want to show you how to use these EAs and how you can be profitable from them by giving it a little twist. Okay, so if we look quickly at the strategy, if we run it on the hourly time frame with the regular setting, meaning that it's going to trade the regular direction, buying when the dot appears at the bottom and selling when the dot is at the top. Okay, we're going to run this quickly. I won't do a visual test, I'll just do a normal test quickly. Okay, so you can see the report. You can see this strategy failed it was a month and 2 weeks worth of data. You can see it started on the 1st of the 4th and it finished on the 20th of the 5th, so a month and a half basically. You can see the graph, you can see the equity curve is terrible. You can see that it failed, okay, completely. Well, it lost for that month. Okay, so now it took 44 trades. The thing I like about this EA is that it doesn't take many trades, but let me show you guys how to actually. What you need to do is with these EAs, if you have a typical retail trading strategy like a parabolic SAR or a MACD or a RSI or a Bollinger Band or whatever the case is, in this case it's a parabolic SAR strategy. So if you look at your expert advisor, it does have an inverse setting. Okay, so now what's typically going to happen is when you get a dot appearing at the bottom here, what the EA is going to do is it's going to take the reverse of that. So this works really well in a ranging environment. Okay, but the beauty about this EA as well is that it doesn't take trades while the market is trending. So it's actually quite nice because it keeps you out of the trend, and it takes more of its trades during, like, in a range. Okay, so now I'm going to run the back test and I'm going to show you with the inverse setting what the actual result is. So we'll run another test here quickly. It'll only take a few seconds. So you can see with the inverse setting now, the EA has actually almost made more than 50% of the account, and you can see it's taken a total of 44 trades. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you that it's not just this pair and this actual length of time. I'm going to try it on GBP USD and I'll show you what the result is. I'll show you 3 pairs. You can see this pair was also profitable with that setting. Now let's run it on NZD USD with the same setting. You can see with NZD USD, it also made a nice profit. So only 45 trades. So a tip that I want to give you as well is you want to find an EA and trade it on at least the hourly time frame. Most EAs don't work nicely because they take on, well, most EAs don't work nicely on lower time frames because they take way too many trades. So you want to stick to the hourly or above. And you want an EA that takes very less trades. The Bollinger Band EA that I was testing, it was profitable, but the thing was it took way too many trades. So it was taking an average of 250 trades a month. And remember, each trade that you take, there's a commission. So let's just say an EA makes $250 and it's taken 250 trades, and you being charged $1 per trade on commission. That basically you've broken even, you've made nothing because it's all going to go on commission. So with this EA, if we run it on USD JPY here quickly, you'll see that it made a profit of $258. And you can see that it only took 44 trades. So this is a big tip that I want to give you. So of this 268, let's just say we're trading at $1 per point, it would have made 220 something because minus the $44 on commissions. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll just show you how the strategy works under visual mode quickly. So we'll get it started here quick. Just bear with me. I'm going to bring up the template for it. So if you want to test it and see the actual strategy in action, you got to make a template and then load the template once the backtesting starts. So you can see, I'll try and pause one when it takes a trade. Okay, here. So you can see what the EA does is you can see over here we got a buy signal, a typical buy signal, but because the EA is set in inverse, it's actually taking a sell. Okay, so it's doing the opposite of what a retail trader would do. A typical retail trader here would have bought, but you can see now the EA is actually taking a sell. So if it was a dot on the upside, meaning that it would be looking to take trades to the downside, it would actually take a buy. Okay, like in this example here, at the close of this candle, it would actually have taken a buy. So it works really well in trending markets. I mean, in ranging markets. So you can see over here what I mean by how the inverse setting actually, it kind of goes against what retail traders are doing. That's why it is actually profitable. So don't always run your EAs on regular settings. Run them on inverse settings to actually see what the result is. Because if it's giving you a terrible result on the regular setting, then it could mean that the opposite, the inverse setting, could actually give you a brilliant result. We can just see how it works in action here. Just going to run you through a couple of trades. I've got a 25 pip stop loss and 21 pip take profit. So we can actually see on the equity curve, let's just watch that. You can see how nicely it's performing, because what it's basically doing, it's going the opposite of what retail traders would do. It failed miserably on the regular setting. It is losing some trades on the inverse setting, but you'll see by the end of the backtest, it's extremely profitable by having the opposite. You can see it's lost about 4 trades here, but now you can see it starts boosting again, and the equity curve is going up. We'll just run it until the backtest ends. Now you can see it's taken almost 4 or 5 winners in a row. So my advice to you is find a retail trading EA that would typically do what is a typical retail trading strategy, whether it be a RSI or a stochastic or MA crossover or parabolic SAR or MACD, and just play around with the inverse setting. Get the EA to run terribly on a normal setting, how a retail trader would normally have it set up, and then inverse the setting and just run it on an inverse setting, because then you're most likely going to get a very good result. And so we're nearly coming to the end of the test. The nice thing about this EA is that it doesn't take any, with the Bollinger Bands strategy, it would always be taking trades in a trend. it would be taking a lot of reversal trades in a strong trend. But luckily, nicely with this EA, it doesn't take many trades, because it's only takes trades when the actual parabolic start, when the market actually changes direction. You can see over here we've made a total of $268, only 44 trades taken, drawdown of 13%, which is a little bit high, but we could lower the lot size here or even halve it, still make a good profit and literally halve that drawdown. But that's still not a bad drawdown. If you look at the equity curve, it didn't really suffer much of a drawdown overall. So there's the back test of that one. So obviously why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to test these EAs and trying to actually automate my trading, because I'm trying to step away from manual trading, because I just don't like to sit through trades and sleep through trades. And because, as I told you, I'm very profitable on the 4-hour swing trading type of setups. I've shown you guys results in the past where I've doubled accounts and stuff using swing trading on the 4-hour, because of the good confirmations and the quality of the candlestick patterns and stuff like that. I'm very profitable on the 4-hour time frame with just using price action and market structure. But I'm trying to automate my trading to get a similar result of my manual trading in terms of gain, so I don't have to literally watch the market, watch anything. I can just let the EA run, or have a system of EAs together running, and that can make me my similar returns. I'll be even happier with way less returns, just as long as there's consistency and all that, because that's what the EA, the robot, actually offers you. It can offer you a level of consistency and all of that, because it's doing it all for you, and it's obeying the rules. All the parameters are all set. You can even, if you look down here, you can set this to auto calculation of lot size, and then here you set your percentage risk. So that what this means is you can set this at 1% or 2% or whatever the case is, and the EA will automatically calculate your lot size at 2% when it takes a trade. So you could essentially run this EA set and forget, and let it close your eyes and come back a year later if it's a good strategy, and see how the EA is actually done. If you set this at 1%, it's going to start, depending on your account balance, it may start at a 0.01, and as the account doubles and grows, it's going to increase it to 0.02, 0.03, and it's going to go at 1%. That's literally like a little savings account that you can just set and forget. And because you're trading on the hourly time frame and all that, you don't have to worry too much about news and all that kind of stuff. But I have shown you guys that timer that you can get to actually switch it on and off. So if it hasn't taken a trade and news is coming up like major, I would probably say you only really want it off during major news events like your non-farm payrolls and CPIs. But other than that, you wouldn't really need to have the EA switch off, because this strategy itself only takes about between 40 and 50 trades a month. So let me know what you think, guys. Hope this video inspired some of you or helped some of you, gave you some food for thought. Catch you in the next one.